Volume is a three-dimensional space inside a solid, just like the cylinder. How much space does a cylinder make or have? Well, it's cubic units. Yes. Put, in other words, how many cubes fit? So you can remember. We're dealing with cubes now. 3D. Surface area. That's the surface area. But 3D, the only way you can measure 3D is by cubes. Right? What's the volume of this classroom? Well, you're asking how many cubic, let's say, how about cubic feet? Check this out. What kind of cubes are there? Well, look at the ones I have in here. A cubic centimeter, every edge is 1 centimeter. How about a cubic inch? Every edge is 1 inch. How about a cubic foot here? Every edge is a foot. This is what we're thinking about now. How many cubic feet would fill this room up? Well, that's a question we can answer later. But the question would be answered by these. That's a cubic foot right there you're looking at. Every edge is exactly 1 foot long. How many of these would be stacked and fill this whole room up? That would be a volume question. So, I got a picture of volume. Check it out. When you think of volume, you're thinking about this. Look at the cubes that are fitting inside, stacked inside. Like cubic feet stacked inside a three-dimensional space. I want you to be thinking of this when you think of volume. Let's try example 1. Let's find the volume of, I trust you can copy down the cylinder here. This is example 1. Find the volume. Find the volume. Get out your formula sheet your formula reference sheet. I'm not expecting you to memorize this crap. It's all in a reference sheet. Yeah, go ahead and draw that. When I was your age, the way I would draw cylinders, I'm the master. This is the way I do it. Okay, I just draw a circle on top, coming down, and then a circle at the bottom.
It's not like an oval. No.
Stop making fun of that.
Yeah.
To give it a 3D effect, you can put the dotted circle here. It gives it a 3D depth effect. I'll do it again. Look at it. Watch the master. Watch the master. Look at 3D effect, dotted. All right, here we go. Let's find the volume. How many cubic feet would fill the cylinder is the question I'm going to ask now. Here we go. Believe it or not, the volume formulas are a lot easier than the surface area formulas. They're easy. If you look in your reference sheet, what does it say for a cylinder? Volume is what? Can someone tell me? What does it say? Hit it, Robert. Look for the V, volume, for a cylinder, hit it. What does capital B mean? Does capital B mean base? No. It means what? No. Hit it. Nice. This means, I want to tattoo it in your skull or something. This means area of the base, or of a base. Put that on your notes. Right? I stressed that yesterday with sweat and tears. And this is the height. All right, let's see. What are the bases here? What shape are the bases? The whole thing's a cylinder, but what's the base of the cylinder? What shapes? Right. This circle and this circle are the bases. So go ahead and put bases here. We took notes on this yesterday. So the bases are the circles. Capital B means the area of one of those. What's the area of one of those circles? That's what capital B means here. Well, let's find it. The area of the circle formula we'll use again, which you should probably have memorized. 0 points for today. Good work. Here we go. Area of a base circle, so area is pi r squared. You guys been having any nightmares of formulas at all yet in summer? Should be having some nightmares by now. All the crap I've been giving you. Radius of the circle, 3, right? If that's the radius, welcome, Miss Andrea.
Then.
Sure. Right. Want to send some over? All right, here we go. Again, you should do this in your sleep, right? 3 to the second power is 9. 9 times 3.14 is, the cool thing, Gallegos, is you missed that first hour, and I'm actually repeating the first hour right now. If you want to, it's up to you, though. Whatever. So 3.14 times 9, anybody? Thank you. 19.26 chickens, horses, or termites. Ramos? Feet square. You're barely asking that. I'm just asking for the units.
I know, but what is it that you're saying?
Chickens. Horses. Like, in other words, what are we counting here? What 19.26 what? What are we counting? You know? Yeah, it's like to get us thinking. Sorry. Check it out. Here we go. Let me rewrite the equation or the formula. Capital B times the height. We already got capital B. We got the area of a base. The area of a base is a circle, and we just got it. So the 19.26 is going right there. The height is always the distance between both bases. So the height is that. How far is each base from each other? How far are the circles away from each other? That's 12. Okay. That's the area of the base. Literally. Gotcha. Okay. All right, so here we go. Volume then is 19.26 times the height is 12. Let's rock and roll. Right? The height is 12. Question so far? I'll stop. I feel like I'm going too fast. I'm not sure. Get it. I'll get it what? You see why? Look at that's what the formula tells. The recipe tells us to do that. This times that. And we're done. We got our volume. Let's do it. Anybody with a calc? 231.12. 231.12 chickens, horses, or termites, Moreno? Feet. What kind of feet? Cubic feet. Cubic feet. We're filling up the cylinder, so this is cubic feet. What's a cubic feet? What's a cubic foot, rather? I just showed you one. Look at it. That's a cubic foot down here. Right there, you're looking at one. My shoe is actually exactly 1 foot, 12 inches. Look at it. Every edge is 1 foot. That's a cubic foot. Okay, so how many cubic feet fill up the cylinder? That many. 231 point. What do you guys think? Questions? Coming up. Let's try example 2. Go and draw this one. Here's how the master did it when he was your age. Look at it. Look at it. I draw the rectangle, and then just start drawing some like that. Okay? I'm the master. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. We do it again. Do it again. I'm the master. Okay. Rectangle on top. Look at rectangle on top. Draw the lines going down. And then some dotted lines to give a 3D effect on the inside. I'll give you some time to draw that. The rectangular prism. I don't want you to pay attention to the rectangular prism. I want you to pay attention to the general prism formula. That's the way I teach it. So, matter of fact, right now, go ahead and cross out the rectangular prism formulas because I'm not going to have you use those in this class.
Wait, what?
The rectangular prism formulas, cross that box out. I don't want you using that.
Is it the same for the video?
Right. Remember the video? We had this one. Okay. We're going to use the general prism formula. The second one down here, because that's what we got here. We got a prism. Look how cool this is. The general prism one. This one. Yeah. Look at how the formula for the general prism says. Look at volume is. What does it say? Volume is what? Someone read out loud. What? Times. In other words, it's the same thing as cylinder. Beautiful. The question is, though, in this shape, what's the base? I know on a cylinder, the bases are the circles, like I kept stressing. But right here, what's the base of a prism?
13.
That's a side. That's an edge.
5.
Remember, bases are faces.
Wait, what did you say?
That's another edge. You're naming edges. When I say a base, I'm talking about what faces are the
19
bases.
feet.
That's an edge.
5 feet is to the same end?
5 feet's an edge.
Is it the little angle across?
So here's a base. Ready? Next to your picture, put base. Bases. There's 2 of them. The top face and the bottom face are the bases. So you have to look for 2 faces that are exactly the same for them to be your bases. Okay? But let's say you don't like those as your bases. Isn't there other 2 faces that are the same? Look at right, exactly. So here's the moral of the story. The moral of the story is, look at, these could be my bases. Look at this face and this face are the same also. So the moral of the story right now is that if you're dealing with a prism, you're looking for 2 faces that are exactly the same. Those will be your bases. For a cylinder, it's easy. The bases are the 2 circles. But for a prism, you got to look for two faces that are the same. So I'm going to have it the way, I'll reorient it the way we originally drew this. So bring it back right here. Here we go. So the bases are the top and bottom right now. The top rectangle and the bottom rectangle. Those are the bases. This means the area of one of them. The area of one of the rectangles. That's a base. All right, let's do it. You know the area of a rectangle. You got to be kidding me if you don't. Length, 13. Width, 5. Anybody remember the 13? 13 times 5? Oh. 65? Chickens, horses, or termites? What kind of feet? Square. Oh, you don't need to put it. There's no need to put it there. All right, now the height. What's the distance between both bases? The height of this is going to be a h. In this case, 8. The height is always the distance between both bases. So in this case, 8. So the volume then, 65 times 8, anybody with a calculator, help me please. Get it for me, Onenos. 520?
Yeah.
Awesome. Chickens, horses, or termites? Close. Cubic feet. Right, it's volume. Look at feet to the third power. Cubic feet now. See, because look at think 3D. How many of these fill the cylinder? So it's pouring water. Fill this and put 3 dimensions now. 3D. One more example.
Who's the master?
It's the person you're looking at. Check it out, Gomez. Look at that. There's your base.
No.
You're hurting my feelings, no? No snap for you. No skid. You might shut it off and so on.
Like this? And then use the circle?
Hold on. With somebody out of the kindness of their heart, dig deep and then find some kindness. Read off to me the volume formula for a cone. Hit it, Ochoa. Give me the volume formula for a cone.
V equals 1/3.
Nice. Look at that. There's a little slight tweak there. 1/3.
And base.
Right, the area of the base time. So everything's the same except for the 1/3 now. Same as the cylinder, same as the prism. Except we're just going to multiply by 1/3, which is the same as divided by 3. Big deal. No need to stress. What shape is the base here? Circle. There's only one now, not 2. So that the area of the base is right here, right? The circle. So how do you find the area of a circle? Well, you should do that in your sleep. Area equals pi r squared. Let's do it. So the area is 3.14. The radius of the circle is 4 centimeters. Square that puppy. Area is 3.14 times 16. Someone with a calculator, please help me. 3.14 times 16. Awesome. That's the area of the circle in the square centimeters. So that's going right here. Let me rewrite the volume formula right here. So volume is 1/3 times 50.24. That's the area of the base. How high is this cone? 12 centimeters. Just put the H right here. 12 centimeters. So you can just multiply these two numbers and divide it by 3. Because multiplying by 1/3 is the same as dividing by 3. Let's do it. And with the calculator. Hit these two first, multiply them, then hit divide by 3. Point. Thank you. You divided by 3? 2? This times this is 600? 88. Okay, now divided by 3, Baltiera. 602.88. This is 602.88. Sounds good to me. So the volume then, is 200 point, one more time? Chickens, horses, or termites? Cubic centimeters. Cubic centimeters. Here's your final volume. Back up.